Welcome back to Polytopia Playbook. We had some exciting news from Midjawan over the weekend as they have released a new update called the Patch of the Ocean. Today I will be breaking down the update and highlighting the most important changes. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Polytopia content. The first change on the list is the removal of aquacrops and adjustment of the fishing technology. Despite aquacrops only being in the game for a few months, Midjawan felt that aquacrops and aquafarms were ultimately unnecessary and clogging up the coastlines. Of course, without aquacrops in the water anymore, there should be more fish spawns overall, which is good because the fishing tech has, once again, become the first tech on the naval branch and also includes ports. So, now you can start harvesting fish and getting on the water as early as possible again. The next update on the list is titled, Markets Have Been Streamlined. A common complaint with the Path of the Ocean update was the clunkiness of the new markets compared with the power and flexibility of the old custom houses. So, Midjawan streamlined them a lot and made them much more intuitive to use. Now, instead of getting stars based on the types of buildings next to them, they'll inherit the levels of all the windmills, sawmills, and forges next to them, making +1 star per level. This should make it easier to use them and remove the need to get multiple Tier 3 technologies. Midjawan also removed their interactions with ports, so you don't have to keep your markets next to a coast tile to get the most out of them. Midjawan also capped their level to 8, which means +8 stars maximum, which isn't too shabby if you place them right. The next update on the list is titled, Coastal Tiles Have Gotten a Makeover. To make bridges more useful, Midjawan not only lowered their cost to 5 stars but have allowed you to place them to connecting land in the fog. But, if you can't see the land in the fog, then does that mean we have to tap every single tile to see if you can place a bridge? That doesn't sound fun. Midjawan doesn't think so, either, so they have given each coastal tile a faint light blue coastline that will stick out of the fog, telling you that there is land under that tile, without revealing the tile itself. Now you can know where you can place a bridge, and don't have to play a guessing game. The next update on the list is titled, We've Adjusted Lighthouses. So, Midjawan ran into an interesting interaction that they weren't expecting. The single population you can get from finding a lighthouse was unfairly tipping corner spawns to be very powerful, especially with tribes who can upgrade their capitals on the first turn. Bardoor is already strong, but they can be even more powerful with the starting population. Midjawan tried removing the free population from the lighthouse, but then players wouldn't want to find them without the incentive, so were put into a predicament. Midjawan couldn't leave it but also couldn't remove the population, so Midjawan compromised. Now, all lighthouses will be hidden in a fog tile, even if you have a corner spawn and should be able to see them from the start. Delaying the population for a turn or two seems to be the proper solution, and Midjawan looks forward to hearing what you think. The final, and most important update on the list, is titled, Bombers Have Been Nerfed. Midjawan understood that bombers were far too oppressive and very difficult to fight, so Midjawan looked into making some changes. Midjawan discussed a wide array of ways to nerf them and settled on something simple. Bomber damage has been reduced from 4 to 3. Their range and their splash ability help define them as a unit and allow them to perform their job, so reducing their damage should make them less oppressive and a little less appealing to build all the time. Midjawan be keeping an eye on them and listening to your feedback. There are a few more changes that I will quickly list out to ensure this is a complete video. Temples now upgrade every 2 turns, not 3, which should also make them more useful in Glory. Perfection score multiplier based on the number of opponents has been reduced. The Burn Forest and Destroy abilities have swapped places into Construction and Chivalry, respectively. Starfish harvest income reduced from 10 to 8 stars. You'll now get a veteran rammer instead of a veteran bomber out of water ruins. AI have been improved and should make smarter decisions, including cloak spawn rate being reduced and better use of city improvements. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Polytopia content, and make sure to check out my Instagram and TikTok.